the students. Now let's move to the asexual reproduction, a part of reproduction. Asexual reproduction, only one parent needed. First thing is that. That means, in that case, a single parent is capable of giving rise to an organism. Okay. So these are the things we need to discuss in the asexual reproduction. First, let's go for fission. What is fission? In case of fission, I am putting this fission into two parts. One is called binary fission. Other is called multiple fission. Okay. Binary fission means what? This is one cell. Generally, in case of low organism bacteria, you are finding this type of occurrence. What you are finding? The cell. This cell become elongated like this. Okay? And the nucleus here, see, I have given two nucleus. Actually, what happened? One nucleus divide to form two nuclei. There is the occurrence of dumbbell-like structure here. One of the nuclei moved to this part, another to this part. Cytoplasm also moves along with it. Bi means what? Bi means two. Ultimately, there is constriction. See here, constriction. And leading to the formation of two cells. Having two nucleus, two cells are there. These are cells. So as two cells are formed from one cell. So bi means two, it is binary. Got it? Now let's move to the multiple fission. In case of multiple fission, what you are finding? This is one cell. Nucleus that is present in the cell undergo division to form number of nuclei. Here, number of nuclei. Can you get it? Cytoplasm that is present shared around each nuclei like this. So what you are finding in multiple? You are finding occurrence of number of cells. What is cell? How do you define cell? Cell, when I define cell, that means there need to be nucleus and cytoplasm. There is a constituents which makes a cell. So what you are finding here? Nucleus is surrounded by cytoplasm, is a cell. So what happens when it ruptures? When it undergo this outer one ruptures, what happens? All this comes out. So this is multiple. Okay? Multiple fission means from one cell there is the occurrence of number of cells. Multiple fission. So this is fission. Now let's go to the next one, that is fragmentation. What is the meaning of fragmentation? Fragmentation, fragmentation. Fragmentation means when a part of a body breaks down, falls on the ground, it gives rise to an organism. Okay? Generally you find in Spirogyra, some algae, okay, some low organism, you are finding the fragmentation. See, I will be showing you with the diagram. This is a plant. These are the parts. Suppose this part, if falls on the ground, this part, it gets detached from the main part. And if this detached part can lead to the formation of the organism, then that is what? These are fragment. Fragment means what? Fragment means piece. If a piece falls on the ground, and that piece is capable of giving rise to an organism, that is called what? Fragmentation. Is it okay to you? That is fragmentation. So, after fragmentation, now let's move to the next one, that is called regeneration. Regeneration is more or less same with that of the fragmentation, but has little bit of difference. This example we are getting in case of planaria. P-L-A-N-A-R-I-A, planaria. See, this is the organism. This is suppose a planaria. What happened? It's animal. Coming under the animal group. What happens? If it cut in the middle like this, or if this is a planaria, if it is made section like this, each of this section is capable to give rise to an organism. Here one organism, here one organism, here one. One organism is planaria. That means those organisms where a cutting is there and from each part there is the occurrence of another organism. That is called regeneration. We are finding in case of what? In case of planaria. Okay. Now let's move to the next one. That is the budding. What happens in the case of budding? We generally find in Hydra. Hydra budding. Budding. Generally this case we find in case of Hydra and yeast. This is a yeast cell. What happens in yeast cell means yeast is a fungi. Yeast. There develops outgrowth. This is outgrowth. Okay. Nucleus that is present there divide to form two nuclei. Then this nuclei moves to this outgrowth. The next what happens? There is when this outgrowth develops more, cytoplasm also from here goes. Nucleus is already there. One nucleus remain here. So I told you nucleus and cytoplasm forms a cell. So gradually there is the occurrence of partition layer. And when this falls on the ground, it leads to the formation of an organism. This is bud. This is what? Bud, outgrowth. So this we find in case of yeast. In case of Hydra, we also find the same way. This is a Hydra. Hydra is falling under the animal kingdom. Hydra, these are the tentacles. These are Hydra. These are tentacles. Here there is the occurrence of bud. Okay. And if this bud gets detached, falls on the ground, it leads to the formation of organism. Clear? Bud means an outgrowth. So this is what? Budding. Okay. Now let's come to the last one. That is the spore formation. Spore formation. Generally, this is a very commonly found type of asexual reproduction, where it is found mainly in the fungi, mucor, rhizopas, molds, bread molds. You keep a bread in the corner of a home, sprinkle a little bit of water. After some days you find there is the occurrence of black, brown, blue, some layers. These are fungi, different types of fungi. Color speaks different types of fungi. There is a spore formation. How that happens? There is a fine network-like structure here in the fungi develops. Okay. These are called mycelium. M-Y-C-E-L-L-I-U-M. What is mycelium? Mycelium is a network of thread-like structure. Okay. Which you find in fungi. Now, what happens? I am putting it with the blue, black here. One of these mycelium becomes erect. This is called hyphae. H-Y-P-H-A-E. What is hyphae? Hyphae is not a singular of mycelium. but a single thread. Okay. Mycelium is number of interconnected thread-like structure. So this is a hyphae. Terminal portion of the hyphae becomes rounded. Okay. Now, this one is called sporangia. Nucleus that is present there, here it will be having nucleus. It also undergo division to form number of nuclei. Here, gradually cytoplasm shared around it. These are now called what? Spore. Clear? When it bursts, sporangia is a structure, globular structure, which keeps in it the spores. When a favorable condition comes, the sporangia bursts. This spores comes out. And it, when falls on the ground, it leads to the formation of fungi. If it is a rhizobus, there will be rhizobus. If there is mucor, there will be muco. Clear to you? So these are the different process we are finding reproduction in case of the plants. One thing I left, that is the margin of the leaf. Okay. In case of vegetative, a part of the plant may serve to form the coming new generation. Just like cutting in case of rose we do. Cut a part, put in the ground, we find the occurrence of new plant. Bryophyllum leaf, a blade or the margin of the leaf has leaflet, which falls on the ground, leads to the formation of an organism. Sometimes roots, runners, all these parts, when are detached and are placed in the soil, leads to the formation of an organism. Okay, these are the different processes by which asexual reproduction takes place.